Good morning, everyone. It is Karen Jean from Ex Libris Crafts, and I hope you're all doing well this morning. It is the day after Easter here, so if you celebrate Orthodox Easter, happy Easter to you. I am taking a break from the little junk journal that we were working on, and you can see that there's some activity that's been going on here, and we'll cover that in our next video. But I was out at the Walmart this morning, yes, doing my weekly shopping, and I like going to Walmart because we can't go to the stores anymore, right? But Walmart is a one-stop place so that I'm able to pick up some supplies for my crafting. And this is what I found. I found these at the Walmart. These are blank note cards. They're Hallmark cards. There's 12 in this box, and they cost $5.99. I don't know if you can see that or not. And it's just a simple yellow card. It says hello on it. So I got those, and then I also got these cards. These are also Hallmark cards. There's 10 to this package for $4.49. These are a little bit smaller than these. So I thought, as we are all being shut in right now and unable to physically be with our friends, we're physically distancing, but we're not social distancing. So I thought I would make a little something to send to my sister who lives up in Troy, New York. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I frequently say that I live in a zoo, just because it's a small house with a lot of people. My sister is by herself, so I wanted to send her a little something as in the care package I'm sending her. So this is what I made out of these hello cards. Hello. So all I did really was, I'll show you the prototype here. It is just, what else did I also picked up this at Walmart today because I was out. Planning pad. Can you see that? Pen and Gear, 8.5 by 11 3/4, and one side is grid paper and the other side is lined paper. So, and how many sheets are in here? 80 sheets. So there we go. So, and I made her just this little to keep in her pocket. She could write notes on it, do little drawings or something, put stickers in here. Oh, got a piece of glue there. I also, you might recognize this orange ribbon from the journal. It was sitting here on my desk, and it's a perfect orange. So, and I always like to put in a little piece of ribbon for a bookmark or something. So I did that. Now what I did with this is, because, here, let me take out one of these cards. I don't know, see if I can show you or not. On the fold of the card, because I knew I was going to be sewing in the paper. But on the fold of the card here, let's see if you can see that. I don't know, I can't see it. I was afraid if I sewed straight in this ditch that it would rip the paper and it would be a weak spot. So what I did was I, first on the card itself, I put a piece of what Carol Tinson over in England or the United Kingdom, not quite sure where she lives, she calls this micropore. Here in the United States, we call this surgical tape. It's the paper tape. And I use this a lot, actually, and thank you, Carol Tinson, because when you put it down, like if I'm making tucks or something and I'm using a little, oh, my words are escaping me again. If I'm doing a little fold over to make them, to have a little bit of depth to them, I place this down on the inside so that things don't get caught on the paper that's glued on the inside. Anyway, so I reinforce this on the inside. Maybe you can see it there, maybe you can't. I reinforce this on the inside with the micropore. But before I did that, what I did was using my ink was not dry there. Using my scoreboard, I scored 1/8 of an inch on either side of the center card here, the center of the card, to make a little spine. Then I cut down my paper, I measured it and I cut down my paper. I did sew it in straight down first, and then because of the my fear of the weakness of that, especially once it has been sewn through, I zigzagged across it. And it's a new sewing machine for me, so I'm not quite sure the width of the zigzagging. So just to reinforce that a little bit. Now, I still don't know if I want to place something on top of here. I think that there just might be okay. If I place something on top of here, it might get in the way of the word hello, and I don't want to do that. Also, a while ago when I was in Walmart going through their paper aisle and stuff, here, let me weigh that down a little bit. I saw these two. These are washi tape, but they're flowers. That's what these stickers are here. It's a washi tape flower, and I thought that was a very pretty color. And these here are flower petals, glue, washi tape flower petals. And I've never seen anything like this before, so I liked it. And they came together. They were sold together, which is, I really like this. So, and I have been using them for little things, but I really like them. And I found them at Walmart. So there you go. So what I thought we would do here is make one. Now, this one is not the same size as this. Now it's going to make a liar out of me. I thought I measured it and it measured a different size. Oh, it is the same size. Well, there you go. You would think they'd be the same size, wouldn't you? Yeah, they're the same size. Okay, so here we go. Oh, and also, it fits very nicely in an envelope. Well, I'll have to fix the ribbon, right? And you could just put it in the same envelope. So this would be a cute little thing, something sweet to send somebody. And like I said, these are just blank note cards that I got. But you can you can use any type of card for this if it has a sentiment on the inside. And, you know, thinking of you, whatever, just leave that all alone and just turn it into a little booklet like I did here. And of course, you can use any kind of paper. You can turn it into a real mini junk journal if you want. Go crazy with it. What I might do, I don't know, I might just put a little pocket here in the back so that she can slip things into it. I just want to keep it simple, though, something she can, you know, keep on her desk or stick in her purse. Excuse me. So there we go. So I made this one, and I will put this one aside, and that's the prototype. And I will, whoops, put that aside too. And I will make this one with you. So what I did first, let's measure it. Don't know if you'll be able to see. All right, I don't think you can see to the end of my board. So here, the 10-inch mark, it is 7.5 this way. So our paper has to be 7.5, and it is, right? Oh, well, yeah, the paper has to be 7.5, but we're going to make a little spine. So I always make it 7.5. So I'll probably do the paper 7.25. I'm going to do 1/8 of an inch of a spine on either side. So that's 1/4 of an inch. So I would do 7. I'm going to do 7 1/8. Because again, with the paper migration. So I'll do 7 1/8, maybe 7 to keep it easy for myself. And it is 5 1/4 wide, so 5.25 by 7. 5.25 by 7. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is pull out my scoreboard. Ugh. And let's see if I can see this. I don't know. Can you guys see this okay? My scoreboard. And there we go. 1/8 of an inch on either side of that center. Whoops. And I do that all the time because of this type of, I've been thinking about getting a new scoreboard. See, I did it again. Gosh darn it. Anyway, yeah, not one of my stronger suits. Yeah, okay, good enough. So we'll put this back. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting a different scoreboard, or at least a different thing to score with. Okay, here's my bone folder. Now what I want to do is I want to fold on those score lines. Let's see if I can do this, and excuse me if my head gets in the way. Did I score it on the wrong side? I scored it on the wrong side. Oh well. Here we go. There we go. Oh, see, it cut off just a little bit of that decoration there, but that's okay. Use my bone folder to crease that out. And sorry, I'm a little bit froggy this morning. It's very humid and muggy here. I hope you all had a good Easter. And you can see here, because the print goes a little bit, it wraps around a little bit to the back, you can see how when it's folded, it's splitting there. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. There we go. So I want to reinforce that. And I think with the zigzag stitch, it'll be fine. And if it starts to fall apart, well, then whoever uses it can just start taping it, you know. You see the stories about people with the duct tape Bibles. They're well worn from lots of use. Okay, here we go. Oops. And it says made with paper from well-managed forests. So that's not made with recycled paper, but it's made with paper from well-managed forests. Okay, and because of that, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this tape. Now, this tape is 1 inch. I think I probably have smaller tape with the first aid stuff. I mean, narrower tape. But this is the one that was open, so this is the one that I took. And I just, you know, eyeball it and place it down there. And then just trim it off. You could also use a clear tape, and then you could do it on the outside if you wanted. I wouldn't recommend like a regular roll of tape. I don't know if it's actually how strong of a hold that is. It seems that maybe I buy the less expensive tape, and doesn't really hold well. Okay, so now I'm just reinforcing these again with my hands. Look, it's a little bit, there we go. Oh well. Imperfectly perfect, or perfect and imperfect. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to take some paper out of here, and I think here, because I just cut it in half, I think I took 4 paper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I used 4 sheets of paper for this. You could put more in, more would fit in, especially now that you have a 1/4 of an inch spine. But I'm just going to use that amount. I don't think you need more, really. You could use more if you want, but you know, it's up to you. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we have that. Now, get out my cutter. So, the first one I'm going to do, and I am going to cut all 4 pieces together just because. Okay, so because of the design on this one, although the way it's printed on the back, it seems to be a regular flip from right to left, but it could be from bottom to top if you wanted to do it that way. And if I did it that way, no, I wouldn't get, no, I would have to do it this way. In order to be able to cut this in half and use both halves in it, I would, because of the way the lines flow. The lines flow this way. So I would do half here and half here, and it would fit in. If I decided to do it this way, because of course I would want the lines going horizontally, I would only get 1 cut out of it, as you can see. So, but if I do it this way, I can get 2 cuts. So that's what we're going to do. So what did I say? See, I forgot already. I think I said 5. It measures 5 1/4. So we'll do 5 1/4 this way, because, let me do it this way. This is the edge I tore, and it's a little bit rough right there. So let's do it this way. 5 1/4. Oops, make sure the paper. 5 1/4. There we go. Line it up. Boom. There's my first cut of 5 1/4, and now my second cut of 5 1/4. 5 1/4. 5 1/4. 5 1/4. I'm sorry. There we go. And that just took a little bit off. Now, hopefully, hopefully, yes, they are the same. And let's see, do I need to trim them down anymore? Oops, they're bopping into that. Now, see, here we go. Whoops. Come on. Be my friend today, please. Thank you. And see, it is hanging over just a little bit. So I should have trimmed it down 5 1/8. So let me go back. I ran into this on the other one too. 1, 2, 3. I'll just cut it in half. So 5 1/8. Well, not quite 5 1/8. Well, no. What am I doing? There's 5 1/4. There's 5 1/8. Okay. Here we go. Oh, gracious goodness. Okay, and this one, I guess it doesn't matter which side. I was just looking to see. I'm going to do 5. This cord is getting in my way. 5 1/8. 5 1/8. There we go. Okay, so that should be, yeah, that's much better. That is much better. Now we want it and what I could do, well, let me measure it. I don't remember what I said. I think I said 7, it measures 7 1/2, so I'm going to cut it 7 1/4. Yeah, 7 1/4. Let's see if my cutter will go through all these papers at once. Oh. Nope. Fabulous, it did. Okay, there we go. And yes, I'm just throwing those bits and pieces away. Oh, I would like to give a shout out to Dawn over at the Book Vandal shop. If you have not visited her YouTube channel, I highly recommend you do. She's fabulous. I love crafting with the file folders, and Dawn has a lot of different things on her channel with file folders. I just love doing file folders. I don't know why. When I was a kid, I loved all the school supplies and office supplies. So, all right. And I'm just going to not fold each piece in half on its own. I'm going to do that. Well, I'll do half the bunch. Do 4 pieces at a time. And tap it down, use my finger, get my bone folder out. Here we go. There's one. And there's 2. Put them both together. And boom, and you can see how the paper migrated. Okay, and let's see. So there we go. It'll be nice. Now, I could turn it the other way on this one, on the prototype. Hello, prototype. I did the lined facing up first, and then the grids, the graph paper. So you could do it the other way if you wanted to, you know, fold it this way and do the graph paper first, and so the center would be lined paper. Whatever floats your boat, as they say. So there we go. Okay, I have my sewing machine right here at my feet, so what I'm going to do is bring it up and stitch this stuff down. And because I don't know how to pause anything, probably what I'm going to have to do is I might fast forward the video, because who wants to watch me sew stuff and you can't see it anyway. So there we go. All right, and I have it in. Make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. Make sure the middles are in the middle. And I'm going to be brave, and I'm not even going to paper clip it. And let's see what happens. Get my thread out. There we go. Thank you. Whoops, and it was on zigzag. So first I'm going to do it the straight stitch using that center fold as my guide. And I do back stitch. It's just a holdover from all my sewing days. Just a little bit back stitch. Okay, lift it up, flip it over. Now I'm using, put that down, I'm using the center as my guide, but go a little bit wider. Let's take a look to see. There we go. I guess that'll work. Whoops. Sounded like something broke there. It looks like it just skipped a stitch. Okay. Back to straight center. Trim off. Needle down, power down. Oh. And there we go. I had a very old sewing machine, and I was having a lot of problems with it. And a friend of mine gave me that sewing machine. It was given to her by a woman who she cleaned her house. You know, she cleaned her house, and the woman never used it anymore, and she gave it to my friend, who then in turn gave it to me. So that was an absolutely wonderful gift. Okay. So, I told her she gets free tailoring for life if she ever needs anything. And that's what we do. That's how we take care of each other. And so, whoops, there we are. Voila! C'est accompli. Now, obviously, it's very plain, but you can do what you want to it. You could zhuzh it up, as they say. With anything your heart desires. So there you go. Go have fun. Make little books for your friends. Let them know that you are thinking of them. Also, my friends, I did not come up with this idea. I'm sure I saw it on somebody's YouTube channel. I just follow so many people at this point. I don't know whose channel it would have been. So here is our prototype. Again, this one I'll be sending to my sister. Maybe I'll send her both of them. I don't know. Get this. Oh, there. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but the dog's whining about something. Maybe the mail is being delivered. She likes to say hello to our letter carrier. And let me get the envelope out for this one. And there we go. Blessings to you all. Share the love.